everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to the On Deck podcast presented by LineStar. I'm Shannon Sommerville with your top MLB Player Prop Bets for today, plus home run calls of the day. My co-host Tyler Wiemann is off. We're both kind of trying to get those vacations in before football season kicks off in a couple weeks. Man, it's just around the corner. Speaking of football season, we do have a couple videos up. Most recently, we tried to look at the futures market for some of those awards, and we did a video on that. So make sure to take a look at that. And if you could do me a huge favor before we get into today's props, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. A comment enters you into the Prop Bets contest. If we go 2 for 2 on our main picks, which is the ticket that we submit on Underdog Fantasy, one randomly selected commenter will win $50. Now, no winner to announce from last show. We were 3-2 overall on the picks that we gave out. Xander Bogaerts didn't cash on his 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. It was a good bet, but he didn't cash. And then Ellie De La Cruz also did not cash. I think that's karma for us fading against our Brewers. We got a lot of Brewers fans in the comments, so sorry about that pick. Hopefully you guys were able to cash in on Flex Friday. Also, that Flex Friday ticket that I gave out did not cash, but we'll be back at it again this Friday trying to put together a winning Flex Friday ticket. But for right now, it's Monday, so let's kick off the week with some winners and give out some money for tomorrow. We're using the Props AI tool on the LineStar app to help us find the best value. So if you haven't checked that out, linestarapp.com, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. And let's get into today's slate. We've got a lot of great games on the board today, and what I'm so happy about is that we're not dealing with all those weather conditions that we were last week that made things very difficult for us. But so pretty straightforward today. We do have some rain maybe popping up in Boston area, but for the most part, looking good for those weather conditions across the country. So I'm going to start things off, and I'm actually running it back once again to the guy who's been helping me cash every single day on this show, Vlad Guerrero, over 1.5 bases. Man, this dude's been on another level. LineStar's projection here for him today, he's in a great spot today. 3.5 is our projection. He's been over the 6 of the last 10. And when you look at his numbers in the month of August, we're talking about a guy who's just raking. 424 average, a 1288 OPS in August. That's actually the 5th highest OPS in the month of August. If you're curious who is number 1 in that category, it's Yordan Alvarez, but he's not on the board today. So we're going Vladdy Daddy. Going up against Angels, Davis Daniel, who just got shelled by the Yanks, gave up 5 earned runs in 3 1/3. He's also giving up a 354 average to righty bats, and he ranks 269th against those righties. And we're talking about Vladdy Daddy, top 5% barreled balls the last 14 days. We've also got some decent weather conditions as well, as wind is blowing out to left at about 9 miles per hour. So Vladdy in another good spot. We're taking him over 1.5 bases. Next up on our prop bets, we are rolling with Corey Seager over 1.5 bases. LineStar's projection here, 2.3. He has been 2 for 5 the last 2 days versus the Yanks, which leads me to believe he could be on the very beginning of a nice hot streak. And Corey Seager is one of those players that like you have to have when they're on their epic hot streaks. 946 OPS versus righties. Remember, he's a lefty bat. It's actually 300 points higher than he does against left-handed pitching. And he's in a really good position today. They're playing the Boston Red Sox, and on the hill for them is going to be Brian Bayo. 861 OPS is what he is giving up to lefty bats. That ranks 264th. Also, Bayo giving up a pretty high home run per 9 rate. His home run per 9 rate actually ranks 15th highest among starters. So this could be good conditions for a Corey Seager bomb, especially when you consider the Boston bullpen, 29th in opponent average since July 1st. So they've got a poor bullpen. Plus, we've got wind blowing out to right field at about 10 miles per hour at Fenway Park. And Corey Seager, a guy who is top 5 in barreled balls and exit velocity over the last 14 days against righties. So I love Corey Seager's position over 1.5 bases, but I don't mind a home run call here as well. We could see Seager go yard today at Fenway. So Corey Seager over 1.5 bases. Let's put those two picks, Vlad Guerrero over 1.5 bases and Corey Seager over 1.5 bases, on a ticket on Underdog Fantasy. You can tail us there if you'd like. If you don't have Underdog Fantasy, we also have other apps as well. ParlayPlay, Sleeper, CHALKBOARD. We have links below, and you can use the promo code LineStar when you first download those apps so you can get a nice deposit match plus one free month of LineStar. Great time of year to take advantage of that deal because football season is right around the corner. We got a nice best ball tool that just came out as well, so make sure if you haven't already, take advantage of that deal. My last pick, I got to go to a New York Yankee, and what other Yankee is there than Aaron Judge over 1.5 bases? He's in an excellent position today. LineStar is projecting Judge for 2.6 bases. He's been over the 1.5 bases mark 58% of the time this season, so it's been a profitable bet all season long. And we're talking about Aaron Judge, who has a 483 average, 1462 OPS in August. That's actually the highest average and the second highest OPS behind Yordan Alvarez. Judge has been on fire, and he's going up against Chicago White Sox lefty Kai Busch, who's only made one start. He's a big-time prospect for the White Sox, but I think he's going to struggle against this Yankees lineup, specifically Aaron Judge. Also, the bullpen for the White Sox, 28th in opponent average since July 1st. They just are not a great team right now, and we're talking about Aaron Judge, who does really well in the South Side. 1427 career OPS at Guaranteed Rate Field. Yeah, I think he could also get career home run number 300 today. He's at 299, so I think 300 could happen today. That's also a great bet for a home run call today, but that's not who I'm rolling with for my home run call today, but we'll get to that in just a second. So again, if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. Comment enters you into that prop bets contest. So if we go 2 for 2 on our main, one randomly selected commenter will win $50. Also, if there's any locks that I missed for today or any bets that you absolutely love, please drop them in the comments. Love when you guys chime in with your best bets because it helps each other out. I've taken some of your advice on some guys to look for and has helped me cash. So appreciate that. Keep it rolling in the comments with that. And then a comment just enters you into the contest. So it's a win-win situation. Now it's time for home run calls of the day. I mentioned in my prop bets that I like Vlad Guerrero today. I like Aaron Judge and Corey Seager. All three are great bets for home runs, but I'm going with a bit of a longer shot for a home run call today. We're going to the Giants, Heliot Ramos, plus 630 for a dinger today. And I love the value that we're getting here because we're getting a hitter who has the highest ISO on the slate tonight against the pitching matchup they're facing. He has a 423 ISO against lefties. He's going up against a pretty good lefty, though, in Atlanta Braves, Chris Sale, who does not give up a ton of bombs. In fact, he's only given up one home run over the last 6 starts. So there's a reason it's plus 630, a longer shot here. Also, the Atlanta bullpen has the 4th lowest home run per 9 rate. But what I do like about the situation here for Ramos is he's got that high ISO. Just tremendous power against left-handed pitching. We've also got some wind blowing out today at Giants Stadium. Now, that stadium does account for wind. However, I like Ramos here and that high ISO, which measures, of course, raw power, which is a great predictor for home runs. So we're going with Ramos plus 630. You can also check out the MLB Dinger Report. The highest odds today for a home run, according to LineStar, is going to be Juan Soto, actually. I was very surprised to see him even higher than Aaron Judge today, so that could be a great bet as well. Make sure to check out that MLB Dinger Report at LineStarApp.com. Check out that Props AI tool as well. Yeah, just cruise around LineStar app. We're always coming out with new features, just like our best ball tool, so go take it out for a spin, LineStarApp.com. Good luck in all of your prop betting endeavors for today, and remember to drop your locks in the comments, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.